What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 Japanese game shows you won't believe exist. So a lot of you are probably familiar with shows like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, or Family Feud, as those are some of the most popular game shows on TV right now. Well, not in Japan at least. I'm not even joking, Japan has some of the most lit game shows out there that are way more crazy than those, so leave a like if you'd enter one we're about to show you. Also, if you want a shout out in our next You Won't Believe Exist episode, make sure to subscribe and comment a suggestion. Shout out to Clint Webb for making this video possible and leaving a comment, but with that said, let's get right into the video. Number 5. So game shows don't have to be super complicated in order to be a lot of fun. In fact, some of the best ones are really all about a simple idea. I mean, getting a bunch of dudes in leotards that climb some really slippery steps doesn't sound like great television, but it's actually so funny I could watch it for hours. For a start, there's absolutely no chance of getting to the top on your first go, and the more people fall down to the bottom, the more frustrated they get. Everyone knows that the more annoyed you get, the harder it is to actually do well at anything, so once they start falling, they just don't stop. With that said, the best thing about this show is that there's nowhere to hide, so if people start trying to sabotage the competition, you can see it right away. But anyways, keep your eyes on the guy in the yellow, because he's not afraid to literally push his way to the top, even if in the end, it doesn't actually help him win.
回戦が始まりました。宝箱に入っている賞金10万円を目指していきます。全長が13メートル、高さが4メートルある大階段。ズルズルの中を階段を両手両足を使って登っていきます。まずリードしているのは小峠、一番人気です。小峠がリードしていく。そして斉藤も現在2位、第3位に小宮、そして狩野英孝も順調なスタート。ただ田中がおっと狩野英孝落ちていきました。斉藤も落ちていた。捉えるか、順調に中央突破。ただ鈴木奈々はこの辺りから7回ほど落下していった。しかし小峠は順調にいくぞ。順調にいった。またいだ。スーパープレー、スーパープレーだった。
Number 4. Most of these games actually look really fun, but let's be honest, I'm guessing there aren't many people watching who would be excited about trying this one. Like seriously, making people eat bugs or face their fears on live TV is nothing new, but the way they do it on this show is on a whole new level. Basically, they put a cockroach in the middle of a tube and get two people to blow into it from either side. Eventually, one person overpowers the other, and the loser gets to swallow a cockroach that's fallen into their mouth at a crazy fast speed. Fun, right? Okay, so I know it sounds gross, but it's also pretty fun to watch. Like, not only is it super intense, but you can see people start to run out of breath and panic, not to mention the reaction when they end up swallowing the bugs. Plus, it's not as if these guys didn't know what they were signing up for, but let me know if you sign up for this game show down in the comments. I mean, I definitely wouldn't, but maybe some of you are braver than me.
The truth is, that really shows what happens.
If you came to prove, there's no reason to prove. And now you've got yourself something funky.
Number 3. So this is another one where I've got no idea who came up with it or how it even got approved, but I'm super happy it's on TV anyway. Like, the idea is pretty simple. You give people random objects or put them in a room and ask them to decide what is made of candy and what isn't. Then they bite into whatever they said was candy, and if they're lucky enough to be right, they win. I mean, I know it sounds like it should be obvious, but the candy is so well hidden that you literally can't tell by looking, and people have to come up with other ways of figuring it out. Like, some people end up trying to smell random objects to see if it's chocolate, but some people just decide to go for it, and either way, it's hilarious to watch. I mean, yeah, there's a pretty high risk of chipping a tooth or looking really stupid because you tried to take a bite out of a picture frame, but honestly, I'd definitely try this one out.
どうできます
AD が履いてるやつかもしれない。
さあパリッと。
どうだ
どうですか？
食べてない
美味しい？
口を開けてくださいどうですか
パキッと。
あらどうですかすげえ力なんじゃない侮辱的なこと待てうわー本当 当にすげえだこれ。カレンダーを選び、
これは普通のカレンダーだ。
松岡はハンガーをチョイス。
これは普通のハンガーです。
Number 2. Now most of the games on this list are a little weird, I'll give you that, but I think this is the only one that most people would completely refuse to do. I mean, there really isn't a nice way to put this. The whole point of the show is hitting people in the privates and seeing if they could take it. I'm dead serious. These poor dudes have to stand over a torture device that swings up and hits them if they get a question wrong, and we all get to laugh at their reactions. Like, it sounds really cruel, but it's still fun to watch, and the guys actually seem to be kind of okay with it. In fact, I have no idea where they find these guys, because most of them are laughing while a machine literally punches them in a place I definitely wouldn't appreciate. Like, can you imagine explaining to your mom that you can make a ton of money by getting punched in the nuts? I don't know, I don't think I got the balls to do this one. Get it? No? Cringy joke. Okay, I'll just stop.
第1回ガキの使いやらへんで月々奇跡の魔術師まとめた人たち水中大騎士水はい乗って続いてのタイトルこちらはい見てはい行きましょう皆さんもよい第1回ガキの使いやらへんでチキチキ5分芸人救済と痛い絶対痛いわはい次行こうはい続いてのタイトルはこちらこれあかんいたはい行きましょう田中はいよー第1回ガキの使いやらへんでチキチキハゲの男の勲章だここにございながら雨やり撃ちたい違う
Okay, here's our honorable mention. Think of all the general knowledge shows you've ever watched and ask yourself this: what's the worst thing that has ever happened to a contestant if they got a question wrong? I mean, maybe they lost some prize money or even got coated in slime, but I bet it's not as bad as what happens on this show. Why is that? Well, if you can't give 7 right answers to the question they ask you in 60 seconds, then you get turned into a freaking mummy. No, really, as the time goes on, you get wrapped up in more and more bandages, starting at your feet and working their way up to your head. Not just that, but if you take too long to answer correctly, then they wrap you up completely, and even put you in a coffin for good measure. I don't know, I think the extra pressure would make me get more answers wrong, not less. But I mean, hey, I guess some people might be pretty good at this.
秋山浩二さん、おお、これ結構きついな。ちょっと待って、俺今誰言ったか分かんない。俺今誰言った？原監督言ったよね。高木監督も言ったよね。ちょっと待ってよ、誰言った？20秒前。あと何個？あと2個？誰だ？星野千一監督。ちょっと待って、他誰だ？10秒前。ちょっと、渡辺久信監督。渡辺久信監督。なんかさ、
上田さん、チャレンジ成功です。
いや、ちょっと待って、この姿成功じゃないでしょ。
Number 1. So the weird thing about this one is, because it's happening on TV, it's totally fine. But if you ever tried this in real life, you definitely get arrested. Basically, a dude is tied to a bungee cord and he has to make his way up a slippery slope and try not to get pulled back into the pool of black paint. Seems fairly normal, right? Well, actually no, because the reason he's heading up the hill in the first place is really weird. The whole point of the game is that there's a woman in a bikini waiting at the top, and she's hidden behind 6 different panels. Destroy the panels by throwing balls at them and you reveal the girl. Reveal the girl completely makes her naked and you win. It's a strange idea for sure, and seeing so many dudes shirtless trying to make it up the slope is pretty freaking weird, but hey, at least you're not getting hit in the nuts, right?
シャワーを浴びている女性の前に6枚のパネルを設置。そのパネルを目指して両チームが制限時間2分、持ち球9球で勝負。数多くパネルをぶち抜いたチームの勝ちとなる。
白いブリーフが光ってる。うまい登っては開くその技だ。それだ。おーって開いた。ピンポイント落ちた。
and there's our video on the top 5 Japanese game shows you won't believe exist. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever we upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use our extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.